I have a little factoring trick I wanted to show you on the calculator. The calculator will not factor for the student, but there are some things that the student can do to help them, especially if they're not great with their multiplication facts. So I teach my students to multiply the front and the back terms. So they may have to go to 9 times 15, and we know it is a negative. So they get a negative 135x squared, and then I have them put the 22x below it. So we want to know what would multiply to give a negative 135x squared, and I use this back sign to decide how to get this 22x. So this helps you know that you subtract to get 22x. A lot of students may not know what multiplies to give you 135 that would subtract to give you 22x. And even teachers, this would take us a while. So we would be sitting there and we would come off to the side and we'd say, I know 135 times 1 is 135. And then you know that's divisible by 5. So that may be where you start. But as far as the calculator, you can actually, if you go to the graphing portion of your calculator and take this 135, don't worry about the negative, just take the 135 and divide it by x. If you look at the graph, we're not going to see the graph, but we don't care. So we're going to go Control T. This is an Inspire, but on a TI-84, just go to the table and you will see all the factors of 135. So we are wanting the integers. So 1 times 135, we don't want to use 2 times 67.5. So we're looking for things that are not decimals. So 3 times 45. So I could add that to my list. 3 times 45. And I keep going. 5 times 27. And you just keep on going until you start repeating yourself. So I hit 15, and that is going to be a repeat. So I know here are all the factors of 135. So I want to know which set would subtract to give me 22. And we know it is the 27 and the 5. So I have the students put 27x and 5x. They need to be subtracted. And I want a positive 22 when I subtract. So 27 must be positive. And so that makes the 5 a negative. Now I'm ready to set up a grouping problem. So we take the front and back of the trinomial, and we are actually rewriting this 22x using the 27x minus 5x. So we are going to group the first two terms. And when you're learning how to group and you end up separating a minus sign from its number, you know you need to change it to a plus negative 1. And I also have to change this second sign. If I distribute that, then I get back to a negative 5x minus 15. So I'm going to take out a GCF. So this would be a 9x. X plus 3 is what's left. Take out that 5. And I have an x plus 3. And so my two parentheses are the same, so it's like factoring out that x plus 3. And then 9x minus 5 is what's left when you factor out the x plus 3. So 9x squared plus 22x minus 15 does factor into an x plus 3, 9x minus 5. And if kids are solving this on the seek and find puzzle, they would go over here and they're looking for the x plus 3 and a 9x minus 5. So I see it right here and I would circle it.